What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So let's talk about social loss and processing the feelings of abandonment and anger that come up. First, let's go ahead and take a look at how I was feeling yesterday for a few minutes. What's up, everybody? Today and the last couple days, I've been getting to experience an abundance of abandonment and rejection. And today I really feel it coming to a peak of a sort of anger that makes me want to say, F it all. And I'm feeling really agitated. I noticed that most of this seems to be originating from relationships. I've definitely gone through phases of wishing that relationships didn't matter so much to me because they seem to introduce so much chaos and suffering. I can acknowledge that right now, despite all the things I'm feeling, that I actually feel pretty good. And I actually think I conducted myself in all of these relationships, not only with so much integrity, but also without becoming significantly attached or codependent in any way. So it feels quite natural to feel some anger. And I also feel pretty fine. Like I don't feel like I'm crashing into some long-term issue. Just doesn't feel good and makes me question things and want to reflect a bit more on how I want to proceed with any sort of relationships in my life. There's definitely brotherhood type relationships that I continue to be grateful for, and they tend to seem a lot more stable than my relationships with the opposite gender. Definitely something to notice there. There's also a bit of a challenge because I feel a lot of goodness in relationships with the opposite gender. I feel a lot of warmth and closeness, and I like those things and miss those things. But I've also been on a path of finding these things in brotherhood, but also very much with myself, self-care, and a lot of other ideas that I've probably written off as soft and probably written them off as new age or something like that. But there's been a lot of value for me in a lot of these learnings. I feel a lot more healthy, stable, grounded. I feel like I'm approaching life in a healthier way. So yeah, that's what, those are some of the things I'm feeling today. Not the most fun stuff, but also I feel pretty fine. So we'll see how this goes. Thanks, y'all. Cool. So that's where I was 24 hours ago. And still got a little bit lingering, but I feel pretty fine at the moment. My beliefs and approach to socializing at the moment has definitely shifted. I definitely still feel like increasing my discernment and really spending even less time with my focus on others, the outside world, or even thoughts. So I'm just redoubling down on trying to get my focus back on myself and my present somatic experience. So let's go do that together for a minute. Go ahead and grab a cushion, grab a chair, get seated, and let's meditate together for a few minutes. All right, cool. So go ahead and bring your attention to your breath and begin to lengthen your breath. Lengthen the inhale deeper into your belly. Go ahead and let your eyes close and just release the exhale. Let the exhale come out fully. I'll go ahead and do that with you for a few breaths, and then you can go ahead and stay in a meditative state while I close out the video. On each inhale, go ahead and look for expansion in your body, a real stretch. And on each exhale, go ahead and release any of the tension that you're holding. Check in with your jaw, release tension there, release tension in your shoulders And go ahead and check your posture. I'm going to be tall and long up through the crown of the head. Make sure you fix the arch in your lower back. But otherwise, we want to let everything else just drape real easy. Okay, feel free to stay with that. Let's get back to the topic. The first thing I'm going to do is drop into an empathetic space and bring compassion to each of the different people that I feel like I'm losing, or that I feel abandoned by or neglected or rejected. So I'm going to go ahead and, another way to say it is, I'm going to think about their situation. But I'd really prefer any of you that have access to your heart space or a somatic experience that we do it from there. This is not really a thinking exercise, but for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking, feel free to just think about what the other person might be thinking or feeling. So after a minute or two, I was actually able to find a lot of gratitude for most of the cases where I felt rejected or abandoned. I'm actually really grateful that these people aren't wasting any more of my time. And I don't mean that in a snide kind of way. I mean, if things were not working out in a way that was going to continue progressing in a constructive, growth-oriented way, then I don't really want to be involved. I'm far more of a fan of relationships that can be ongoing and progress into more and more rich experiences with more and more integrity and connection. All right, let's check in some more. So another thing that's come up for me is this just re-highlights something that's really important to me in my life right now, which is continuing to be with myself instead of mentally or emotionally checking out and considering, even if you want to call it care, but being non-present, caring about these people that are not here presently with me. I don't think that that's leading to a healthier mindset. And so I've been spending a lot of time retraining myself to be more present and to stay with my own feelings, both physical and emotional feelings throughout the day. And it's a lot richer place to be. We can talk about some of the mental we can talk more about the mental stories and beliefs that are attempting to interrupt that process, probably in another video. All right, so let's close this up. This video is getting long enough. Let's end this by coming present and getting into our somatic and practicing non-attachment. Really see if we can let go of the mental processes that tell us that we should be doing something, or even if they're not that constructive and they're just lambasting you, saying you're not good enough. Let's really just bring it back to noticing that the present moment is totally fine. Everything's fine. Even if we're feeling physically uncomfortable or in pain, we can sit here, we can breathe, we can feel, we can appreciate what's going on for us. So let's go ahead and do that now. And I'll let this run for about 30 seconds together. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in again. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. We're going to keep these videos coming at you every day. Go ahead and like this video and leave comments. The more feedback you give me, especially in these early days, we'll be able to steer these videos. Do you like the videos that are kind of reflective and about my personal somatic experience? Do you like the things that are a little more silly and light, story-based? Or let me know. Do you like this longer form video? Do you like shorter videos? Give me some feedback and we'll start building this channel together. Thanks, guys. Take it easy.